Fashion Insider friends, what is up? This is the Fashion Crimes podcast where I cover all things fashion, style, shopping, style inspiration, and interview incredible small business owners who are changing the fashion industry for the better. Yes, I'm the best friend you never knew you needed and the poster child for fashion over 40, and I mean way after 40. Say it with me, fashion and style are your friends, not your enemies. I'm Holly Katz, your favorite personal stylist, and let's keep it real, the only Holly you need to know. Turn it up, because I got a lot to say, and I am super stoked you're here. Happy third week of December of the 2024 holiday season. So incredibly glad that you've joined us and have decided to spend your next 30 here with us in the flesh, cocked, locked, and ready to rock. And why shouldn't you be? Maybe you're ahead on your shopping list, you're baking, or you're buying from the grocery store and saying that you baked. Not mad at you for that. Or maybe you're planning for your family to come home and working on getting your house ready. Regardless, let me be the first to congratulate you on making it this far into December. I mean, can we just give you a shout out right now? Because it's not easy. But you don't need me to tell you that. I hope that you at least are taking time for yourself and keeping your sanity. And if you're having trouble keeping your sanity, just know that you're not alone. It's a skill that can be developed over time with practice, I promise. For example, if you are at risk of cutting someone in your family this time of year, what helps me is having a buffer. Now, a buffer can be like a friend that you invite over during said family time, a neighbor, or better yet, someone else's family to come over and balance. This usually works with people who can be a loose cannon or people who have a zero laser focus on you and what you're doing, how you're hosting, what you're serving, what you're not serving, or anything else that's none of their business. Not that I'm speaking from experience or anything, but it gives them someone else to focus on and annoy, so you are really out of the line of fire, or you should be. It's completely foolproof. Even if you can only get someone to just drop by for an hour, anything is better than nothing. So, something to consider if and when you get desperate. Also, just a quick shout out to people who like their parents and enjoy being around their families. You probably can't relate to anything that I just said. And you know what? Good on you. I mean, I wonder what that's like. Did y'all listen to last week's episode with Hallie Bornstein, the CEO of Reformation? I mean, score for us. Reformation is not only a brand that has super high standards for sustainability, they have great pieces that can be styled lots of different ways. They're creative, inclusive, and priced very moderately. I found a dress by them that I wore a lot last summer. That's the only thing that I own from them at this moment, but I will definitely be back. And just to reiterate, that's the only thing that I own right now, but I will be back for sure. It's like shopping online without the guesswork, but it's in person. A great match for someone who doesn't want to order a gajillion things and have to send everything back. And they have one store here in Atlanta and then one coming to Alpharetta, which is a suburb of Atlanta. Loving this journey for us. So if you want help shopping online, you can go to their store and shop online, but then you have somebody to help you. I'm liking that. But did you listen to the episode before that? Style Dilemmas and Solutions for Women Over 50 that they face, episode 225. I sure hope you did, as it was a subject that was specifically requested by a listener asking for advice about issues that she was facing as a woman with style challenges in her 50s. Now, I love that so much, I decided to make a full episode out of it. I hope that you found it valuable and could share it if you knew someone who needed to hear it. My favorite subjects are the ones that come in on the request line. On the request line, or the fashion hotline, I should say. In all honesty, you don't know something is a problem until someone points it out. And now you know, then you can fix it. Like if you didn't know that you were carrying an old lady purse, I mean, now you know, and now you can get a fabulous bag. Isn't that a blessing? If there are other problems that maybe you're experiencing, or if I left something out, please let me know and I will address them in the next episode. Also, in last week's episode, I forgot to include the importance of having the correct mirror. For a more in-depth listen to the do's and don'ts of what constitutes a decent mirror, and if you have one or not, go back and hit up episode 192, Menopause and Style Part 2. That was a two-parter. This is one of the issues that women can face, as most of the people I have worked with did not indeed have a decent mirror and didn't even know it. If you want the full fashion crime lecture, of course, that's in episode 192. But here are the highlights. Let me help you out. If you do not currently have a full-length mirror with adequate lighting in your home, that's your first problem right there. That is a fashion crime. Now, if you have a mirror that's shitty, meaning you press on the glass and the image is distorted, like it's wonky, or you pay $25 for it at Walmart, that is a fashion crime. Lastly, if you have a mirror in your bathroom over your sink that you consider adequate or good enough to see what you look like from top to bottom, that, my friend, is a fashion crime because you're only seeing yourself from the waist up. There is no standing on the tub, okay? So you can see your shoes. You must get a decent mirror as a grown woman in America. It is an investment that you have forever. It's just a non-negotiable. If the mirror you own is in question, like if you're not sure if it's good enough, then it probably isn't. I'm just saying. Now, this is something that you can put on your list for sure, along with anything else that you might be missing from your wardrobe. How do you know what's missing? That's easy. It's whatever you complain about the most not having, that's what you're missing. And for most women, let's just say it's current, updated, casual clothes that aren't too casual, that aren't too dressy. That is the number one complaint that I get all the time. This is a subject that can be confusing, of course, that's understandable, and I'm here to help you understand it better. I will say, and I've said this previously, that the COVID epidemic not only affected and turned the economy upside down, all while leaving death, distress, and destruction in its path. But in addition to that, it turned the American dress code from distinct and decisive to blurred, dazed, and confused. And the confusion has not let up yet. People are just as confused and grasping at straws more than ever when it comes to what to wear. Now, most people these days have zero dress code requirements in the office. So where does that leave you? Guessing and annoyed. Now, my son was given a sales pitch and was literally required to wear their t-shirt with their logo on the front. I mean, that's what companies want these days, to show their logos instead of their style. They want everyone to look the same. I will say I understand that. And in all honesty, the people being pitched to, they're wearing the same shit too. They're wearing hoodies as well. But I still don't think it looks presentable for someone to wear a t-shirt with a logo on it or to be so dressed down when asking other people for money. But hey, that's just me. If the environment and the climate at the office is relaxed and laid back, I get it. But it doesn't mean that they can't zhuzh up a little bit when you're asking someone for thousands of dollars. All that to say, what to ask for this holiday are things that you need to fill in the gaps in your wardrobe. And usually, and obvi, it's things that you don't want to spend a lot of money on. Maybe your shoe game is off and you need some cute boots, or you're low on going out type of tops. Whatever your story is, this is a perfect excuse to ask for what you really want. Clothes that speak to authentically who you are today. Not sure where to start? You can start here by listening to this episode, 118, the only wardrobe checklist you will ever need. When you listen to this episode, you can then figure out what you're missing and make adjustments from there. It's broken down into categories of clothing that you should have in your wardrobe, as it's a great way for you to cross-reference to see if there's something that you haven't thought of before. For example, in the sweater category, we have the following items listed on the checklist: pullovers, cardigans, which are super on trend right now, sweatshirts, and turtlenecks. If you don't have these sweaters currently, then I would definitely ask for what you're missing. Now, some suggestions that I have liked in this category for you, for starters, might be a brand that I just discovered called Toccin. Now, this is a new brand for me, and I've yet to wear what I've ordered because obviously I haven't gone anywhere. However, they have so many great sweaters, pullovers, cashmere, and cardigans, and chunky knits. Definitely on the higher priced end, but something like this you're going to be able to keep and wear for years to come. Favorite Daughter is another brand that I have grown to like, and it's very moderately priced. Laguna Franca has clothes and gifts for the whole family. You can get whatever you want custom on your sweater. It's super cute. And she has ones pre-made that say like ski all day and après all day and mothers, daughters, rebels, etc. Very, very clever. The men's gifts are super cute too, with full scarf glove sets with socks and, of course, sweaters where you can get whatever you want on them. Every stylish woman should have a variety of jackets to choose from, both blazers and outerwear. Make sure that your blazers aren't too long, please, and don't fall too far past your waist. Shorter jackets are in and give the illusion of a smaller waist. A longer jacket on someone who's curvy is too much fabric and can add extra unnecessary volume. Anything and everything can be altered, so don't be afraid to get your jackets looked at by a professional to make sure that they aren't too long. Some suggestions for blazers that you need to have are, first and foremost, a leather blazer. The color is up to you, but I suggest getting a neutral like a black or a brown or even a navy. I found one from a company called Princess Polly. I've never heard of them before, but of course they have a faux leather blazer in dark brown. That was a faux leather blazer that I thought was a great price point and even great for someone younger since the price is that good. Annie Bing has a gorgeous tweed blazer that's cropped, but it's not too short. I really love that one as well. If you don't have any blazers at all, you must at least have a black blazer that will never go out of style. My suggestion for that is the ME+EM bracelet sleeve short workwear blazer. What I love about this jacket, the length first and foremost, it hits right below the waist but above the hip. It has princess seaming in the back, along down the middle, but it's garment detailing that looks like a flat silk ribbon. It's really pretty. A double pocket on one side and bracelet detailing around the forearms. So I just love the style, and I think it would look great on anyone. And P.S. it's on sale for 30% off. Score. Disclaimer, it only goes up to a 12, which is completely rude, I know. But lucky for you, all these products will be on your Pinterest board for the week, so you can go right to the pics, click, and buy. Super easy. So for boots, I keep getting asked about what boots are in style now, as I think that there is some mixed messaging around what's in and what's not in. Here are the styles of boots that are completely and totally non-negotiable for you to have. Flat black boots, ageless classic riding boots for anyone, regardless of your style or your age. They will obviously come in different price points and heel heights, meaning yes, you can get the flat ones or the ones with a cowboy heel, which is what I really like. I chose the ones for you from Dolce Vita, which are called the Verde boots. Tecovas also have some, and Freebird, which is one of my favorite brands, they have them as well. The Roadie is what they're called from Freebird. And everything on Freebird is 35% off right now. So y'all get on that. Yes. I think everyone should have cowboy boots, or at least a cowboy style boot. Don't care what color, black, brown, beige, caramel, etc. You can get short ones that just come to the ankle or mid-calf. I think if you get short ones, it will be easier to wear them with jeans if this is a new style for you that you don't currently have. I also think you should own a heeled boot, like a dressier boot that's pointy. I love the burgundy trend right now. Those would be gorgeous to get, or a fun color like red or navy. Heel can be stiletto, it can be a wedge, whatever is most comfortable for you. With these 3 styles, you will have all of the boots that are just the basic must-haves. But it never hurts to have more. Found some gorgeous ones again on Dolce Vita. Nice selection of burgundy boots on Nordstrom.com. And of course, some Gucci lug sole boots with the crystal strap around the ankle for $1,300. But that's besides the point. I'm just saying I wouldn't be upset if they ended up in my closet somehow, some way, someday. Just putting that in the universe. I had a fashion bestie reach out to me this week and said that she was going to a holiday party with people she needed to impress for work. I was on board with a suit and a festive top. And you know what I said? You know what I said to that? Girl, no. No, girl. And here's why. When you say the words to me at this time of year, and I'm using air quotes here, festive top, to me, that sounds so predictable and like a total fucking snooze fest. I'm just saying, all across America, every basic bitch at every holiday company party will have on a festive top, which means a sparkle, glitter, or sequin top. That's something that they don't have the courage to wear during the year because they think it's too much. Now, I have said before, sequins during the day, it's all the rage. Now, not everybody wants to do that. I get it. But to me, that means, old lady, I'm going to go to Macy's and pay $35 for a top that I can get away with at a holiday party that's sparkly. Not feeling it. Okay? Not feeling it. Now, I understand a festive top, let's just call it sequin, it's a lot for work. I get that. I'm the only one who wears sequins during the day with jeans. Like, who cares? But don't get it all caught up in the, it's work people. I can't stand out. I need to look put together and conservative. I don't want to show too much cleavage. I mean, I get all that. But to dress like a wallflower at a holiday party is a fashion crime. Meaning you don't feel like you have the right to dress up or look really, really, really good. It's just not true. Now, I told her to wear a fabulous dress, and she was like, really? You don't think it would be too much? And I'm like, it is a party, okay? I'm not telling you to get drunk and dance on the table, but you need to wear a fabulous dress. You are supposed to be dressed up. Go out of your comfort zone and get a dress that's dressier than what you would normally wear. Why can't you be the best dressed person in the room? Why not? Because believe me, I know that no one in your office looks good or knows how to dress. So you will be the best dressed person anyway. You should go to a boutique or a store in your area and get a new dress and get some shoes, period. And here are some suggestions on where to do that. Hopefully you listened to last week's episode with our new fashion bestie, Hallie Bornstein, the CEO of Reformation, because that's a perfect place for you to get a new dress. You can go into one of the stores or order online. They have so many dresses, it's ridiculous. Like, seriously. Saks has so many gorgeous dresses right now from 1,000 brands that I never even heard of, like As It May, never heard of them, and Thea and A Day, never heard of them either. Gorgeous dresses from them. And there are 1,700 pages of dresses to choose from, okay? And Bloomingdale's, I found they have a really great selection as well. Brands that I suggest from there are Chiara Boni, always a favorite of mine. And I found some really updated smart dresses that could be worn to a party or dressed down, like a really, really dressy dress that you could probably wear with boots or something like that. If your holiday party is not formal, you could buy a gorgeous dress and dress it down. And I found a gorgeous off the shoulder A-line long pleated skirt dress at Alice and Olivia. Now, I always say that Alice and Olivia is a junior brand, which in many ways it is, but then they have clothing that can be worn by someone like me in their 50s. It just depends on your particular style. But if you are a size 12 or below, feel free to peruse this site. They do skew a little younger, especially in the summer. Everybody does. Also, BA and SH has lots of dresses to choose from as well, and a very good price point. They use a lot of really flowy, thin fabrics that drape really well. And did you know that they have a secondhand tab on their website? I was so happy and got a couple things for me on there. You never know what you can find secondhand. And a lot of the things are new with the tags on them. That was like a very pleasant surprise for me. So you got the dress, okay? How do you accessorize the dress? First and foremost, you need fabulous earrings, not your studs that you wear every day, okay? You need something like a statement earring and an evening bag. You must get an evening bag if you're going to wear this in the evening. Also, some dresses you can style with a belt, especially if you want to dress it down a little bit, a wider belt. We'll get to that. For tops, you should have blouses that aren't buttoned down without collars. Now, you should have button downs as well, but I'm talking like going out tops. You can try something with a billowy sleeve, perhaps, or a silk or silk blend blouse that you can wear alone or under a jacket. Whether you like to show your arms or not, the great arm debate, you do need to have both long sleeve and sleeveless. If you're a hot nature person, more sleeveless or cap sleeve blouses are fine for you to wear underneath a jacket or sweater. If you are a cold nature person, then of course, long sleeve or 3/4 sleeve is going to work best for you. The key is to get lightweight tops that you can wear all year round. Now, great places to look for great tops are any department store, of course, for starters. But I just want you to know this. If you're going to TJ Maxx or Marshall's or whatever big box store is in your town that you frequent the most to get something for $20, don't do it. That is a fashion crime. You just get what you pay for. If you would trust me and look online, even just Google top women's blouses for 2024, and you will see that there are tons of designers that come up that you probably never even heard of or you might not know about. Give yourself a chance to find something different than what you would normally wear and a chance to get outside of your comfort zone. You know I love y'all getting outside of your comfort zone. When I say blouses, I certainly mean tops that aren't t-shirts or sweaters. It has to be a woven fabric and not a jersey fabric like a t-shirt. With that being said, please don't get hung up on the color. You shop for fit first, then color. Don't not try something just because you don't like or wear a certain color normally. And don't get another top just like the rest of the tops that you already have. So I suggest you can try Everlane. And I also want you to try the store Hampton, which is actually in South Carolina, one of our fashion besties as well. She was episode 200. They have beautiful things to choose from. That will be in the show notes for you, of course. Other brands, Proenza Schooler, one of my favorites. And most denim brands carry tops, just like NYDJ, Frame, Page Denim. They all have tops as well. In addition to Cinq Accept, Vince Camuto, and Rami Brook. Now, you're going to need a bag too. Great thing to put on your list for the holiday. Every person, grown woman in America, needs these 3 bags. If you go to the office, even if you don't go to the office, I don't care. You need what I like to call a boss bitch bag, which is like a really nice tote bag. So you can put your laptop in there, or you can take it to the airport, or you can use it for an overnight bag, but it needs to be really nice and updated. You also need an everyday bag, which that's up to your discretion. I suggest it to be medium size or smaller. And then you need an evening bag, which is like a clutch that you can get one in a metallic or a fun color. But if you go out at night, you need to have an evening bag, and please do not bring your everyday purse because it's not daytime, it's evening. So you need an evening bag. Now, of course, more is better. Always, always, more is more. But there are several brands to choose from: Pauline, Doen, Staud, Ghani. I mean, too many to name. But if you want a bag, this is a great time to look because everything's on sale right now. The last thing that you need to have in your wardrobe, not only for holiday picks, but everyone's talking about right now, are belts. I cannot tell you the amount of people that I have worked with that don't own a belt. Now, I know belts are something that I don't wear all the time, but if I get something or put something on, I'm like, crap, I need a belt. I have belts to choose from. Now, I just suggest getting one black and one brown, okay? One needs to be skinnier and one like you can wear with jeans, and another one needs to be wide in case you want to wear it like around a dress or a top or a jacket or something like that. I also have a white belt and I have black studded belts and things like that, but you never know when you're going to need a belt. So don't just not get one. And you can spend, I'm giving you full on permission, spend $35 on a belt. You can spend $350 on a belt, depending if you want it to be real leather or not. That to me is irrelevant, but please have a couple of belts in your arsenal, okay? And that is something that you can totally go to TJ Maxx for or a discount store because you don't need to dump a lot of money into that. The belts that I have had for 20 years because they never go out of style because they're just black and brown. Add that to your holiday list, please, because that is a must-have. So that's a wrap on all the things that are the top holiday and winter finds and trends that you need to know about. These are the clothing items that people are talking about right now. And a lot of the influencers and the magazines are saying are hot for holiday. But I want to give some shout outs this week. I've got a lot of shout outs. Kim, thank you so much for shouting out. Linda wrote me to see how I was doing. Lori, so sweet, texted me on Instagram, see how I was doing. Sirwee, always. Teresa and Kimberly. Jane, of course. Thank you so very much. And Sarah for writing and for checking on me. Really appreciate it. Also, just want to let you know if you're looking for any last minute gifts, my book, Stop Making These Fashion Mistakes, is on sale and still on Amazon under the fashion and style category. I mean, honestly, who in your life doesn't need this book? I'm just saying. It is a 15-minute read and tells you the top fashion mistakes that people make without even knowing it. So please consider buying a book for someone for the holiday season as a gift or buy a few. It would make me happy. Leave a review on Amazon for the book. That would make me super happy. I would be most grateful. So congratulations for making it this far into December. I think you need a pat on the back. I think you need a glass of wine, probably, or whatever drink of your choice. And you need to shut the door and be left alone. Now, every time I think I'm done, because I told you Hanukkah is over Christmas this year, I got somebody else to buy for, which is pissing me off. But here's what I do. Every time I buy a gift for someone, I buy something for me. That makes me happy. So that's what I do. Don't know about you, but maybe you should try that sometime. I hope you guys have a fabulous, fashionable week. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening to me go on and on and on about the holiday picks and winter picks that you need to know about. I really appreciate it. Please consider signing up for our newsletter if you haven't already. And if you have any kind of feedback or if you just want to chit chat, like my buddy Sarah, she checks in on me every week. Love her. Make sure you hit me up, Holly at Holly Katz Styling, or you can email me at Holly at Fashion Crimes Podcast, whatever you choose. Let me know how I can help you. I'm here to serve. I am your fashion hotline. I'm the best friend you never knew you needed in fashion. And all of you, you're my fashion besties that I cherish so much. So I'll see you next week. Hang in there. You can do it. And make your list a little longer for people that are buying you gifts. Because you know what? Damn it, you deserve it. I'm just saying. And if you don't believe me, say it in the mirror. You deserve it. Don't say you deserve it. Say I deserve it. Love you guys. See you next week. Bye.